because not very long ago I was probably just sitting in one of the seats, listening to one of the talks from someone who could inspire me, and I'm really happy if I could inspire some of you today. Just wanted to give a quick couple of pointers about what we're doing as a company. So very recently we set up our drone center of excellence in Uttar Pradesh, where we'll be training drone pilots, we'll be manufacturing drones, we'll be doing R&D in app development of drones, we'll also be testing and repairing drones. And the reason we are doing this is because we are foreseeing that in the drone industry in the coming 4 or 5 years, and this is also news that our civil aviation minister quoted, that we'll have at least 1 lakh jobs in the drone industry. And so while some of the industries might be slowing down, maybe there are lesser jobs in software and other places, but definitely drone segment is going to explode. So I welcome any of the students who are interested in drone segment. We'll invite you to our drone center, and if you're interested in taking up one of the courses or one of the things that will prepare you for this segment, you're more than welcome. Also, the kind of need that is there, we are actually looking to open multiple such centers across the country. So we'll be very happy to see how the response is on that. One other thing I also wanted to say is what we are doing as a company. Otherwise, we've been mapping almost, we mapped close to almost 10,000 villages across India with a centimeter level resolution. So we fly a drone and you get a Google map with a resolution that you can zoom into every centimeter. Why it's important is because we don't have very accurate land records in India. So if let's say some of you might have had a land in, let's say, your ancestral village, so there's still no accurate records over there. So what happens when we do it with technology, as sir was pointing out earlier, that the last man, the person who was never benefited with technology, maybe he's a farmer there who has some land, he'll also have an accurate technology-backed record of where his land was exactly, if somebody has encroached it or not. So that's the kind of difference drone technology will bring. So about 10,000 villages we are already mapping in Madhya Pradesh, and we just recently got another contract to map entire Karnataka state. And we think it's just going to happen all across India. But having said that, this is not really what I wanted to focus on today. I wanted to inspire some of you to take up entrepreneurship, and I've heard some amazing entrepreneurship stories of some of the students here. I heard there's a couple of girl students who recently got a 5 million funding, and they're running a educational VR. I mean, I think it's an amazing, inspiring story, not just at this college, but even at national level. But here's something I want you to think about. Why you should start a company when, let's say, you're in college. And if somebody is starting, please consider joining it. It is probably it's probably better, if not as good as joining a job. Why is that? So I'll give you an example of Facebook. The 1,000th employee of Facebook, the person who was the 1,000th employee, he got some ESOP, and even his ESOP is worth $20 million today. And so what I want to tell you is that if you join a startup early enough, or you start a startup, just even speaking economically, you can reach heights that probably a normal job will never be able to get you there. It's just straight fact. And if you think it is very difficult, it is difficult, but it's like, just like anything else in life, it's going to be difficult, but it opens up the horizon for you. So, but if you are interested in doing that, I have a few quick pointers that you can do. If you are in 3rd or 4th year of college, the first thing is, please get good at something. You should be really good at, let's forget about the business part, but first get good at something. Maybe you are very good at coding, learn Python, learn something, but you must be, good at something. Or you are good at selling, you're good at talking to people, you're good at convincing them, motivating them. And then if you can form a team where at least one person is kind of the technical whiz kid, he knows how to get solve technology problems, how to code, how to build something, and there's one person who's good at communicating the idea, how to sell it, how to get it across the table to somebody. So form a team with maybe one of your good friends, old friends, somebody you can trust. Business is a lot about trust. So you trust somebody, you form a team with them, and give it 1 or 2 years of your life, and I think the best time is 3rd or 4th year of your college, and you can still do it while keeping some focus at your studies, and I'm sure the kind of support that you have at this institution, you'll be easily be able to do something like that. Now, if in those few years, if you see the things are taking off, stick to it for next 4 or 5 years. If they're not taking off, you can still join a job. But let me tell you, just the experience of doing a startup, even if you fail at it, will probably teach you much more than what you would have learned in a job in 4 or 5 years' time. And this is something famously Bill Gates also quoted, that when he's looking for leadership roles in his company, he always hires people who have failed at a startup. It's an amazing experience. It's like raising a baby. It's not an 8-hour job. It's a 24-hour job. You have to really take care of that baby 24/7, and then when it grows, it starts paying you back. But I just wanted to keep that, give you that as a quick pointer, that if you want to do it, it's an amazing thing to do in 3rd or 4th year of your college. Form a team with somebody you trust, get some complementary skills, get some inspiring ideas from your leadership, from your professors. I'm sure they're full of ideas that need to be implemented. And if you do that, you will be very surprised that how far it can take you. I had never imagined that I'll come this far when I had started. So that's about the entrepreneurship. One more thing I wanted to tell you was that the great thing about the world today is that we are all at practically the same starting line. So 20 years back, if somebody said, "Oh, I am studying at MIT," and somebody is studying at a small college in, let's say, in India, then they had a very different starting line, because the kind of exposure somebody had at MIT compared to a smaller college would have been different. But now is not the case. Now every information is available online. You can also become good at any skill from wherever you are. So you have the same opportunities as everybody else. So that's another thing to keep in mind if you want to do a startup. Lastly, I wanted to also mention that if there are students who are interested in drone space or in robotic space, we have internships as well as full-time job opportunities open at both at our company and at our Center of Excellence. So feel free to reach me or apply. I'm available on, you can reach me on LinkedIn or get my number from sir. And I hope some of you will take up an entrepreneurship journey and change our country and change the world. Thank you.
अगर आप ये वीडियो YouTube पर देख रहे हैं तो हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें और बेल आइकन को दबाना ना भूलें। अगर आप Facebook पर ये वीडियो देख रहे हैं तो हमारे पेज को लाइक करें।